You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, we have got some hot spoilers for next week. CBS hasn't released all of the spoilers yet, but we have a whole bunch to share with you in advance of the full roster. We're going to see Sheila truly horrified next week when she walks into Little Hayes Art School and finds out something awful that her granddaughter Luna is doing, and it involves a gun around children. Absolutely scary. And Liam looks like he's going to finally start telling people he's dying, but not the right people in the right order. So it's kind of bizarre. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we've got late-breaking B&B spoilers for the week of June 30th. And if you're not already following us, please hit that subscribe button. All right, so to set up what you're going to see next week, in case you didn't see Fridays, Luna was getting suspicious because Will was asking all those questions about Steffy, and he wouldn't get naked with Luna. So she pulled his shirt open, found the wire on Will, and Luna went completely psycho over Will's betrayal. Luna was ranting about how she thought Will was different and really wanted to be with her, which is just all deluded nonsense, right? So Will reminded her she's a killer who threatened Electra, and he told Luna nobody wants her anywhere around there. Will said it's absolutely done and over, and Luna will be going back to prison. And of course, she is scared. I don't know if they had enough to nail her on until Luna pulled out the gun and started threatening Will. And then that's a problem. Plus, he kept piling it on, saying Luna needs serious help and shouldn't be allowed to roam the streets of LA, things that are 100% true. And that's when Luna snapped and grabbed the gun and told Will she will do anything to stay out of prison. So over in Malibu, the people watching the camera feed, including Steffy, Electra, and Chief Baker, were panicking. The cop was calling for backup. Last we saw on Friday, Luna was raging, and Will was trapped in her apartment at gunpoint when Luna came completely unhinged. Next week, we're going to pick back up with, Grandma Sheila, and she warned Luna not to trust Will, texting her back out of the blue and asking to come over, but Luna didn't listen. So on Monday's episode, Sheila is ranting to Deacon about Will pulling a fast one on Luna. Now, Deacon wants Luna back in prison too, but Sheila has some things to say. She can see clear as day that Will is doing to Luna what Bill did to her with the lies and trickery and the secret cameras to send her back to prison. And Sheila tells Deacon that betrayal runs in the Spencer family. So obviously Sheila is worried sick about Luna, and she's torn, Sheila does not want Luna to hurt Steffy or Finn or their family, but she also doesn't want to see Luna back in prison. Sheila really wanted Luna to just leave LA, start a new life somewhere, just get away from the people that don't want her and carve out something new. But of course, her granddaughter didn't listen to Sheila, and now Luna's been caught on camera making threats with a gun. So next week, we got Will managing to get himself safely away from Luna, despite her having a gun and being absolutely enraged by Dollar Bill's son. And it looks like, despite Chief Baker sending backup, that they don't get a hold of Luna. Not only does Will get away by sneaking out the door, but Luna finds time to change into her wicked green and black leathers that we've seen before. It's an appropriate outfit to make a really villainous exit in. And then Luna takes off, and it looks like she is heading to Malibu, aiming for her little brother, Hayes Finnegan, as part of her get back at Steffy plan that obviously is her end game. So next week, Sheila's in a panic, and she also heads over to Hayes Art School at the Spencer Beach House. So before she gets there, though, Luna is there first. She's looking crazy. She's at Hayes School. She's got the gun in her hand. And we know from credits for B&B's upcoming episodes for this week that the teacher and the other kids are at the school. So, maybe Luna lets them go and she just keeps Hayes there. I don't know. Or maybe she's holding all the kids hostage because she's unhinged. So Luna is going to be there ranting and scaring at least one little kid, maybe more, and she's clearly after her little brother. I do wonder if Luna's going to tell Hayes that she's his big sister and that Finn is their dad. So after Luna's there acting crazy with her gun, that's when Sheila shows up. She's absolutely stunned and horrified by what she sees. So clearly, whatever Luna's end game is, it involves Hayes. We all know Luna really hated Steffy before, and now that she knows Will was setting her up to help Steffy, she is over the edge with fury. There's no telling how dangerous she is, and that's why she's taking aim at Hayes. Maybe not literally. Hopefully she's not pointing the gun at the kid. Maybe Luna just plans to grab Hayes and run off to give Steffy some sort of karma for keeping Finn away from her. I really hope Luna would not hurt her little brother, but she is a full-on psycho, so who's to say? But with Sheila showing up, I am sure that Grandma's going to go all out to protect Hayes and also try and save Luna from herself, because this isn't going to end well if Sheila can't talk her down. If Luna survives this, she is going to go back to prison unless Sheila somehow helps her run. She's the only person around who doesn't absolutely despise Luna, so Sheila's going to try her best to find a way to save her, but with the cops involved, this could get really messy, like body bag messy. So next week on Monday, Ridge faces the music and tells Brooke that he and Taylor are engaged, and I'm wondering if Brooke asks him to change his mind and take the ring off Taylor's finger, but no, Ridge is not going to do that. I mean, he's been staring off into space and you can tell the cogs in his brain are moving around, but he's not going to break things off with Taylor. And I think Ridge confirming the engagement is what's going to finally convince Brooke we're over, there's no hope, it's doomed, and she's going to move on and start something new with Nick. At least until the big event in Italy that Brad Bell leaked that we know changes everything, including Ridge's mind about being with Brooke. So the last spoiler we have for the week ahead is Hope and Ridge talking to Liam, who is up at Forrester Creations in the design office. So looks like Ridge finds out that Liam has an inoperable brain tumor and is dying. And of course, Taylor already knows since Steffy told her, and Deacon already knows because Hope told him, and Carter already knows. So it's just kind of bizarre that Deacon and Ridge, who are Hope and Steffy's fathers, seem to be finding out that Liam is dying before his own dad, Dollar Bill Spencer, finds out. And I really hope they don't mention that Liam told Bill off screen and already happened, because, that's a moment that fans deserve to see. And if they skip it with an off-screen mention, I'm going to be a little annoyed. Obviously, Ridge is going to be upset to hear Liam's awful news, but that's also going to make sense to Ridge why Steffy rehired Hope and the girls are making amends. Also, Y&R does have a new episode showing up in their Friday spoilers for the 4th of July, and B&B generally does the same exact thing that Y&R does. However, I will say this, don't count on seeing a new episode until you look at your DVR and press play and you actually see it, because sometimes they do a last-minute preemption and they don't announce it ahead of time. And if it is a rerun, you need to delete that from your DVR to make sure that your new episode on Monday, July 7th tapes properly. Also, one more word. If you watch Beyond the Gates, you may have noticed that I haven't done weekly spoilers for them this week for the week of June 30th through July 4th. That's because for some insane reason, BTG is airing an entire week of reruns. They are re-airing the first 5 episodes of Gates going back to the beginning. So yeah, if you're a Gates fan, there is nothing new happening next week. All right, be sure to check back for our full weekly spoilers video for Bold and the Beautiful for the week of June 30th through July 4th, coming soon.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.